Jill, I'm Kirby.
Hi Kirby.
How you going?
Yeah, I'm okay, thanks.
Good. You found the place okay?
Yeah, it was fine.
Excellent. So before we start, I just need to go through what confidentiality, okay? It's there to protect you and your privacy. So what confidentiality means is what we talk about between you and me stays strictly between you and me. I may take notes at some points, but that's just so I can refer to them in the future, what we've been talking about, and to sort of look at progress, all those types of things. But those notes or anything like that will stay under lock and key that I only have access to. There are a few exceptions to the rule. So they are if I refer you. So if I refer you to another service, I have to give you details, your name, your number, those types of things, but it won't be what we've talked about.
Okay.
Other things are I'd have to notify the police if you tell me that you're going to hurt yourself or someone else or commit a crime, or if I get subpoenaed by a court. How does that sound? Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Yep. And that feels okay with you?
Yeah, that's okay.
Cool. Wonderful. So you've come here today. What would you like to talk about?
To talk about my partner.
Yep.
We've got 2 young kids, and he's sort of, I guess, what you'd say domestic violence.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just not really sure what to do from there, or where to go.
Rightio. Can you tell me a little bit more about your relationship?
So we've it's really only been, I guess, the last probably few months that sort of he's become, not with the children, but with me, like sort of, violent, doesn't get his own way with things. I guess it's just been escalating, as in, initially it might have just been, he might have just shoved me or something like that, but, it's sort of getting a bit more forceful.
Okay, so this has sort of escalated over the last couple of months and it's seeming to get worse.
Yeah, I guess, I'm scared to be at home.
Yeah, okay. So you did say that you don't think the children are involved in any of this?
No, but I mean, he sort of yells at them, and I guess, he doesn't care if they're around.
Yeah, okay.
He behaves the way he does.
Has he been, is there any alcohol or
Yes.
drugs involved?
Just alcohol, yeah. And I guess that's often where it starts from, because I sort of, I don't like the children are being around. He's constantly drinking every night.
Okay.
And, it's sort of, if I say anything, then that's when it becomes an argument, and things can get out of hand.
Okay. Would you say that it's excessive?
Well, I think so. I think
Yeah.
drinking every night,
Yeah.
Might only be half a dozen beers, but I mean, that's a lot over a week. It's a lot over a month.
Well, and you also can't drive a car when you've had that much.
Plus, who's to say he's right to drive the next morning?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you could...
I don't feel... I can't leave the kids in his care.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be safe. I don't let them in the car with him.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and so I guess that sort of adds fuel to his fire, because he thinks he's fine, and...
Yeah, okay. So it sounds like you're quite concerned for others as well, so for your children and road users or people at work and all those sorts of things. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, okay. So I'm really glad that you're able to talk about this, because it is really, really hard, and it's hard to reach out, especially to a stranger.
And like a lot of people, family and friends, they don't know, they can't understand.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So you just mentioned your family. Can you tell me what is your support system?
So I've got my parents, but my dad's not well, so I've really just got my mother, but she's got to try and deal with I guess I'm just a bit embarrassed as well to sort of tell people what's going on.
Yeah, okay. Do you have any friends that you can have a chat to, or?
Yeah, I do. I just, it's hard to sort of, I haven't gone down that path yet,
Yeah.
but you know, when I feel up to it, then
Hmm.
yeah, I will. I thought I'd just sort of, you know, see what I can do about it,
Mhm.
what my options are,
Yeah.
and then see what support I need.
Okay. So what I can do for you today, and you do not have to do this, it's what you feel comfortable with, is, I don't know if you've ever heard of Anglicare.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah. So
Never been there.
no, they provide a lot of different services, but they are great with people who are going through domestic violence. So with that, they are able to offer more counselling services, different counselling services. They provide emergency accommodation, so if you feel like you need to leave, that you just cannot be in that house with your husband anymore, they can find you accommodation where you will be safe. They can also offer emergency funds, so if you're unable to get access to your own money, they can help you there. The other thing is they can help with like job seeking. So you know, we're looking further down the track here, because you know you will need independence from your partner. So those types of things. So you have your own money and all those types of things. So basically, with emergency accommodation, they will make sure that you are safe and that you don't need to be around your partner. So that's one step. Is that something that you would consider?
Yes.
Yep. Okay. So I can send off a referral for you, and they are very, very good at getting in contact with you.
Yeah.
But they will only ring you like on your mobile phone, those types of things, because these situations are a very, very delicate situation and they need to be done quite quickly. So I can definitely do that at the end of this session. Yeah, so that's the major one. So that can be put in quite quickly. Do you think there's some other services or anything else that you would need a hand with?
I don't. I'm not sure exactly what's out there, but I guess at this time, then I would just be really interested in sort of getting in place, being able to leave.
Yep.
With accommodation set up, ready to go. Yeah, I mean, he would probably try and contact me, but I don't know, he doesn't seem to care about the children or anything, how they're doing or anything like that anyway. He just kind of ignores them. So, yeah, I guess I just would be sort of initially a bit worried to see how he would react to that. And yeah, so he wouldn't be able to find out where I was living.
No. So that's like this service, entirely confidential.
Yeah.
So we talk about emergency services, but then they would also look into more permanent living solutions for you. So whether that will be in the private housing or public housing, but there is no way that he would be able to know what's going on there. And then they will also help you with any education that you need. If they've got groups that you can also join, so other people that have also gone through what you're going through, so other women, and sometimes that's quite nice to be within those groups because you can see people who have gone through it, so you're looking at what the other end of this part of your life looks like, so it can give you a bit more clarity and a bit more strength to keep going, because it's a very tough time for you. So they have a lot of different services, so it's sort of a bit of a one-stop shop, can I say. to going down this path. So yeah, they'd be able to get you into better housing, and then I can also shoot a referral off to Centrelink. So what they will also do is have a look at your case and make sure that you're more financially stable. So that would be, you know, payments going for the children and for yourself.
I suppose the other thing that I guess I need to know about in advance is, you know, what actually am I supposed to do with the children? As
Yeah.
in, like, do I have certain things that I'm meant to do with their relationship
Yeah.
with him if he wants a relationship with
Yeah.
them? Because I don't want to do the wrong thing
No.
either, as much as I need them to be safe.
Yes.
I don't want them not to ever have a relationship with their father if that's possible.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't want to isolate them away from someone if that's not the best, what I'm supposed to do, or not the best situation, or I just
So
I'm not
with
entirely sure with that.
yeah, well that's fine. They also provide legal services, so that would, as you just said, so that's really good. They can tell you what you can, what you can't do, and to make sure that the kids are front and centre too. So they will help you definitely with those. The other thing we can do is we can provide counselling for the children too, which you may not be interested in, but sometimes parents find that to be a useful tool